Do we plan on, just randomly click this, do we plan on making quartz, ruby, sapphire atomizers? No, we were playing with these ideas. Ty Diaz, how does the warranty work if the state doesn't let you ship a new one out to Utah? This is a problem for us right now that we're working on. I don't have a good answer for you. Politicians don't give a fuck about you, man. Like, Bernie might be the closest thing we have to a politician that cares about us. Did Trump promote the vaccine? I thought he got it secretly. I thought like he purposely secretly got it. Send me a link on that. I promise you. That's why Nike, who went and got Colin Kaepernick, billboards in New York, and like Ben & Jerry's that's pretty much every day saying fuck white supremacy. It's a certain kind of name. Brad, Hunter, you know what I mean? Like, it's a certain kind of person. They usually are really triggered by Black Lives Matter. A crude businessman with fringe political beliefs. I would argue that like... Let me get to some of these questions. Clean up this peak of mine and starting. No offense to any of the Brads or Tylers out there that are great, but it's a certain kind of name that gets upset about this. It's a certain kind of name. Brad, Hunter, you know what I mean? Like, it's a certain kind of person. They usually are really triggered by Black Lives Matter, and they're really triggered by anything that you say it's pro-human rights. Or even though they usually still live with their moms, they really hate when people say capitalism, late-stage capitalism, is broken and needs to serve the masses a little bit more than it currently is. Oh, he's the same type of person. And they're the ones that say the word like triggered and snowflake a bunch. Yeah. I mean, that's Cartier cake, I believe it. It's not that. It's not that it's like, it's in line with those beliefs. Like, as I'm going through my DMs of people that are really against this, I'm noticing that those same people were really against it when I was saying Black Lives Matter a bunch. Or these same people might focus on like George Floyd's drug use, even though they themselves are drug users, when they're talking about whether police should just kill people on the street whenever they want. It's the same type of dude. Whatever. They exist. Wolfram, I don't know, man. Seems to be at least 100 something, almost 200 people in here that do enjoy the peak. If you're not one of them, you don't got to tell me about it. You just go and enjoy the things you enjoy in life, bud. All right, yes, this is a new carb cap, crude businessman with fringe political beliefs. I would argue that, like, go and get every friend you have and tell them not to buy a Puffco product. Stand outside of our offices with signs, don't buy Puffco, they support human rights and I fucking hate it. Do it. You're not going to change anything. I promise you. That's why Nike, who went and got Colin Kaepernick, billboards in New York, and like Ben & Jerry's that's pretty much every day saying fuck white supremacy, and Seth Rogen's brand house plant that launched with that, they all sell out. They're all doing incredibly well. People are supporting them more for saying that they are against these things that these other people say they're against. And the people that say go woke, go broke are just crying because they are powerless with their oppressive mindset. It doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. So I'm going to let you go because it seems like it really bothers you to be around this type of conversation. But good luck, man. All right, let me get to some of these questions now. Let's see, some happy birthdays. A lot of questions on the carb cap. I'm guessing, where do I get that plug? What's with your carb cap? So for those that haven't seen, that don't tune into my lives a bunch, this is our ball cap. I have been using this on lives for like 2 months now. What's up, Hanson? I've been using this on lives for a fucking minute. It was supposed to come out in like January, but we weren't happy with it. So we kept making it a little bit better. And now it's so good that like we're fucking obsessed internally. It's dropping soon. I'm guessing within about a month. So we're working on that. Lots of cap questions. Is this the 90 micron gassy taffy or the 70? This is the 90 micron gassy taffy. That's not nice. Oh, wow, Siri. Siri said that's not nice. She must not like my attitude right now. She's listening to everything. The gassy taffy is incredible. I believe the 90 micron is the better of the two. If you're asking about the carb cap, will it spin pearls? I believe so. It should. If I haven't put a pearl in here, but I do advise against pearls because you're going to spill oil out of your bowl and chaz your bowl. Just putting that out there. Are you ever going to be able to get Puffco products in Canada? We are working on getting Canada back online. We may have to open up a distribution center there because of the PACT Act, but we're working on it. Yes, for sure. We just need at least a few months to get our shit together. Ooh, what a great question. What's the next generation of the Puff form factor look like? Form is an interesting question. It's something we've been playing with. Can't talk more about it, but I can say that like I am mentally preparing for how busy the end of this year is going to be. It's going to be crazy. We have like a lot of crazy shit planned. So everything we're working on adds to what we're currently doing or fills voids that are currently not being filled. So don't like feel like if I'm saying something is coming later this year that you're like, oh, maybe I should wait for that. Whatever we're making, you would be glad to own those things and a Peak Pro. But I obviously can't talk about it. The form is one of the most exciting elements, I think, of what we're doing. Let's see. Get through some of these questions. So yes, Tom, I'm guessing is your name. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Tom, yes, our power dock is included in the warranty. It's not included in the Peak warranty. It has its own warranty. Puffco.com/warranty is where you want to go with that. Be glad to help you out. What size are you using? Love my Turp Pearls and my Peak Pro. Doesn't chaz, more vapor, in your opinion. 203 First Gen, do you know what size Turp Pearls you're using? I'm guessing it's like the smallest ones they make, but I'm curious. I cold start every time, Terpsphere. Oh my God. Thanks, Kev. My fit at the last event was awesome. My off-white Air Maxes. Yeah, I like streetwear. So like I have been stuck, I guess streetwear, whatever. Like I'm into clothing. I don't know how to even say it, right? Because I don't consider myself to be like super fashionable. But fuck, the comedy store event was the first time I was allowed out of the house. So I put on like whatever it is that I have been saving. My favorite article of clothing is a sweater by Cactus Plant Flea Market Nike collab. I actually bought this on StockX. I think it like almost double the price. After it being out for years because I was tired of obsessing over it. And it's a turtle on the front and it says there is no finish line, and then it's a rabbit on the back and it says just do it. I haven't fucking had a chance to wear it. I bought that shit in quarantine. So this was finally a chance to fucking dress up. Looking forward to getting this vaccine and doing that more often. So honestly, Ty Diaz, how does the warranty work if the state doesn't let you ship a new one out to Utah? This is a problem for us right now that we're working on. I don't have a good answer for you. My last meeting before this was on the subject, I asked for another one to see if we could think of any workarounds, but we're working through it. So if you're experiencing any terrible issues, let me know. But if you can give us a little bit of time, that's a big push for us this week, is to make sure that's possible. So we're working on it. Alex, how are we going to work around the PACT Act? So currently, I believe we're shipping to almost 90% of our original addresses. So we're able to get to people. Massachusetts is a problem. Canada is a problem. There's a few other spots that are a problem. I can't talk a ton about what we're doing. Not that it's anything illegal. It's just we're learning as we implement right now. Everything is more expensive and more complicated, but we're getting through it. To be here with the little notice that we've had with 90% coverage for us is massive. That's a win. We thought there was going to be no coverage. And I know that a year from now, we'll be at 99% or above. I know that for a fact. Like, the market will adjust, whether there's more shipping companies that offer this or the government changes their position. Something will shift within a year. So for now, we're figuring it out. Let me keep this going. Damn, lots of questions today. Are we developing a Puffco Peak-like device for herbs? So not a device, but we are playing with the idea of an herbal atomizer. So it would be, for us, what's most important is concentrate vaporization. That's what we believe is like the pinnacle of experience in cannabis. And we believe that we can get herbal vaping to be better than it currently is and be able to help plug herbal users into our experience. But if we were able to achieve that, it would probably be an additional atomizer, not a standalone device. That's at least the current perspective as we digest whether or not we even want to do this. And technically you can buy the Budsy, as my homie Big Rotini just said. What up, Roman? All right, let me see. Yo, glad to talk about this. Have I tried some archive hash rosin from Portland? Yes. Fire. I shout out to Damn It Bobby. That's their head extractor on Instagram, Damn It Bobby. There's like some underscores there. If you search it, you'll find them. Magic. I love their hash so much. I'm bummed every time I go there. One, because I can only get enough to smoke there. But two, they don't have this in Cali. Like, they are probably some of the best hash in the United States. Up there. So, shout out to that Moonbow. All right, I got a flurry of questions here. Let me answer some of them. Young Cub, you're too kind. Stop it. Did I turn 21? Obviously, you're being kind. I'm miserable about my age. Cannot come to terms with it. Cannot. Do we plan on, just randomly click this, do we plan on making quartz, ruby, sapphire atomizers? No, we were playing with these ideas. I will say that, like, we reapproached whether or not we want to play with those things again. As we released the Peak Pro, as we saw that the Insert Gang was adamant about what they wanted, we explored whether or not we should play with that and offer a full solution from Puffco. We did not believe, even if we raised the price of the atomizers, like, we knew everything was on the table. People are paying $200, $300, $500 for some inserts and more. I think I've seen them as high as like a couple thousand. So, like, we know that money doesn't matter as much to this group of people, and still we found that these new crazy things that we may be able to achieve in the future, we're able to do with the current ceramics. So it is unlikely you're going to see that. That is not looking good. That being said, you will see some more crazy shit from Puffco in the future. Atomizer options will be a thing in the future, but it won't be a matter of material. That's all I can say right now. Are we going to make a custom glass for the Peak Pro? Yeah, by the end of the year, you should be seeing that. Some like other options that we're working with. We're working on a Ryan Fit recycler. It's really challenging to do a new version of that. Very different than the first one. Can't really say better or worse. It's just different. Cool. I'm fucking geeking out over it. Hopefully it's out by the end of the year. Really tough to make, so it might take us some time. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Kate. Appreciate you guys. All right, let me see what else I can answer here. A lot of these. Where's the bubble cap? Somebody wrote, where's the bubble cap? I don't know, 20 times. This is the bubble cap. It's coming. It's coming within a month about. Let's see. Yo. MHM. You can't tell people that. We've been secretly vaccinating people for months now at that 8 clicks. Shh. They're not supposed to know it. We're trying to sneak it in there. And then we know that it happened, obviously, through the app. It lets us know then where they are at all times, all that shit. It's all, you got to figure it out. You got to real figure it out. Thanks, Omar. I'm looking a bit grizzly now. The cut's a week old. All right, let me take another dab. I'm gonna get a dab. I got this Starburst OG Melt from Tricadelics. So I pulled out all of my best hash for my birthday. Because what am I saving it for? So eventually got to be a day that you're just like, it's getting smoked. And this weekend and today are those days. Yeah, Jax, I mean, listen, first of all, like, when you talk about politicians, yeah, a lot of politicians are publicly anti-vaccine and then getting it. There's been a bunch of them, pretty much all of them. All the ones that talk shit about it. It's just, for me, I'm not even interested in debating it. What I tell every person who's in my DMs of like, you don't even care about science, but like, send me the science. Send it to me. Like, do you have information that I should be concerned about for getting the vaccine? I'd love to read it. Nobody ever produces anything. Did Trump promote the vaccine? I thought he got it secretly. I thought like he purposely secretly got it. Send me a link on that. Oh, Winter News. Please. Omar, politicians don't give a fuck about you, man. Like, Bernie might be the closest thing we have to a politician that cares about us. But you can't even trust him. Politicians don't give a fuck about getting reelected and making sure that they can capitalize as much as possible with the power they have. Fuck them all, honestly. I just trust science, and I trust scientists that I have in my life. Today I was in a meeting. Turns out one of our employees studied vaccines in college. He was putting us on game. Shout out to Jason. I almost wanted to bring him on here. Just feel like it's a little bit of a hot day to have him come on here and debate people. But yeah, I don't, this is one of those few times where me and some politicians might agree. We should all get this shit and nip this in the bud and just like be done. Are you talking to me, Sigil Glass, or are you agreeing with me? Send me the data sheets and not just a screenshot of something I wrote in Notepad. I'm not sure if you're talking to me or what you mean by that. Any favorite spots to pick up concentrates in LA? Oh man, good question. I don't have a great answer for that. I'm gonna start doing something though, where I'm gonna start going to dispensaries and grabbing 5 things you guys recommend from there and trying them on live and giving you my unbiased opinion, even if it's my homie shit. So I can recommend directly to you what is out there. And I plan on doing this when I travel a bit. So I'll hopefully have an answer for you then. I have heard great things about LA Kush Clinic, Nolan Martin, and Green Wolf. They're OGs. They've been around for a long time. Pipe King, I didn't get a vaccine yet. I'm getting my vaccine tomorrow. I think it's the Moderna one. There will not be a Sunset Pro. We will never rerun the same color scheme across any devices. So, Terp Wolverine, if we got something that cooled down faster, I don't know. I'm a little too high to answer that. Sorry. It's a good question that I feel like if I wasn't as high, I'd be able to answer for you properly. But Scott, take that down as well. I want to digest that one. I like it. Maybe I'm misreading it, but I like it. But inserts are not what we're chasing. But maybe you can give me a reason to. I'm always looking for a reason to do it, and I can't find one. Every time I try, we end up finding a better way to do something with the same ceramic. So, does Flower Rosin Chaz in your Peak Pro? I mean, Hansen Glass says yes, and I would tend to agree with him. It could do that. Flower Rosin has more stuff you don't want in it than hash rosin. If it's the only rosin you can get, hey, it's better than no rosin. But it's not the best of experiences. Thanks, Terp Wolverine. Yeah, Intrepid Chronics, a longer tether for the Oculus. I don't know. I really like how close it is and the one finger action that I get with this. That's kind of why we made it so short. So like you can flop it off all the way, but it's really easy to use with one hand. And we kind of value that more than anything. So, let's see. Can you hit the Puffco Pro while it's charging? You absolutely can. You could do it on your power dock. You can do it with the wire in there. What is going on internally is it stops charging it while it's heating up and you're using it. And then as soon as it's done, it goes back to charging. So technically, it would be the same to remove it from the charger and use it and put it right back as it would be to leave it plugged in, but you absolutely can leave it plugged in. All right. See what other questions I can get through. I like this one. This is a weird one. The Super 73. That is the electric bike I have. I didn't love it when I first got it, but you've seen me use it on my stories a bunch, and I'm really starting to fucking fall in love with it. I can't skateboard, and so the one wheel freaks me out. I'm bummed I can't skateboard. Like, I just was never a part of any skate scene until everyone I knew had the ability to skate, and I wasn't it. So like, just can't use it. But it looks dope. One wheel looks fucking dope. Come visit some Oklahoma vendors. Caleb, I'll be real. I don't know that I ever want to go to Oklahoma. It frightens me. Like, I'm just afraid. I get that weed is legal there now, but there was one time when I was much younger. I must have been like 19, and I was driving to South Carolina and back. I had to do a favor for a friend. I swear it wasn't drug related or illegal. And I go drop off. I had to drop off a car for him that he sold. So I drop off the car. I'm coming back. My brothers were my ride back. And as I'm driving, we had New York plates. This car in South Carolina rolls next to us with two rednecks in it, and they're doing like the trigger pulling, like, we're gonna fucking kill you. We didn't do anything. We didn't cut them off. We're just like driving. And that's the vibe I feel like I get from Oklahoma. Just scary. Maybe that's my own like prejudice. I hope I'm not offending you. Really dope that cannabis is legal there now, because what the fuck else can I get in trouble for? But I'm a little bit afraid of the South, you know, like just a little bit nervous. Oh, I fully expect the weed to be terrible, Omar. Like, there's no doubt about that. But I would still go there and see if I could find something that is above average to put people onto. I gotta work myself into it. I gotta work myself into being comfortable and being in Oklahoma. Because my biggest fear of cannabis being illegal is going away in new places every day. I would never go to Dubai in my fucking life, Jay Deegan. Dubai looks dope. I don't know that I'll ever be able to afford to go there. You know what I mean? Like, it seems real expensive. But even if I could afford to go there, I heard a story, I'm pretty sure it's true. Please fact check this. But somebody went there and had a speck of weed on their boot. They stepped in a speck of weed. And mans went to jail. They jailed his ass, kept him in there for a crime for a minute. I almost want to make sure that anytime I'm flying across the world, I'm not even passing over Dubai. I want nothing to do with that place. It's like, the more they hate weed, the less likely I will be there unless I absolutely have to be there. Anyways, hope I didn't offend you, Caleb. Kev, good question. We're still figuring it out. We should have a store locator up, but we are like still figuring this out. Over time, we'll be able to ship everywhere. Right now, the only thing we could ship people is Budsy. That is actually the only thing outside of merch we're allowed to ship people. So we're figuring it out. We'll be back online in more places soon. I don't know if No, I don't know that I was on a Emirates flight. I don't think so. I'm only thinking because like I've taken a fancy flight like twice in my life, and I don't think that was it. Yeah, but definitely wasn't passing through there. If I was, that shit was not going anywhere close to the UAE. Not even atomizers, 203. It's complicated. It is not good. It is not good. Depends on where you're at, 8 Gates. Really depends on where you're at. Some places are real fucked up. You could be paying $50 per gram for some shit that's like $8 a gram in Cali or Oregon. It's fucked up until it's federally legal. You'll see some stability across state lines. Fuck. A Puff Plus Pro. Okay, a Puffco Plus Pro. Sort of, not really. We're cooking on some stuff. That's not quite where it's at though. Schoolboy, I don't know. 35 to 40 in legal Cali shops? What? I remember like 710 Labs rosin was going for like $100 retail. Have prices dropped? Yep, it's happening in New York. I'm a bit bitter about it, man. I caught like a pretty shitty case for weed in New York City and had to move from there because the perception of cannabis was so negative. So it's really hard for me to be like stoked on them legalizing. I'm definitely happy about it. But yeah. The cannabis industry was built on compassion. I'm guessing that's you frustrated that I said the cannabis industry was built on the medicinal community. Cannabis became something that is able to be used as medicine because of the AIDS community. That's what happened. Like, that is what happened. That is the reason that I'm able to sit here on live and dab in front of you. And imagine that there were people with AIDS coming to the event, even if they were vaccinated. That would still be a risk to them. I'm not gonna take that chance. So like, if you're upset about it, be upset about it. But I'll do you a favor, Convicted Vapes. You could go. It's so funny. People get real tight that are anti-vax. I don't have much patience for it. Colorado is super affordable for great shit. Super affordable. 110 gram for a gram of 710 Labs in New York. Hard to believe. Very hard to believe. All right, let me see what else is here. I'm gonna get going in a second. When's the next Talking Terps collar? I'm guessing you mean collab? I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's something we could do with them in the future. I love Talking Terps. Hope is family. So I hope there's something soon. All right, I think I'm through. I got some, geez, I got a lot of new ones up here. Whoops. Sacred Fruits. I'm gonna take my last dab and answer these last couple bits. The treats were great, nice and light. I panicked for a moment. I shortly after I called you, I might have panicked for a moment, but it was okay. They were actually nice and light. I was in my head. But I'm blessed to know you. Thank you so much, Chelsea. God bless Chelsea. Chelsea, anytime I take too much, Chelsea is there in person or by phone to bring me back to life. She's a real one. Will the Buzzy be available for wholesale? Yes, Pipe King. Check in with Chelsea. We're working through it all right now. It's kind of a smash hit. we're working through it. We didn't expect this to be successful. That was not the plan, clearly. So we're working through it now. I think pricing is close to ready, but definitely hit up the wholesale team or your account. I say Chelsea, but whoever your account person is. Intrepid Chronics, Ryan Fit Recycler with the Pro slaps. I appreciate you, Young Mutt. You go throw your Puffco in the trash because the CEO said that he's pro-vaccinations. I love that. Some people got it. Schoolboy. Someone hit me up like, they said they bought it accidentally because they were like, this is a joke. There's no way it's real. Entering their credit card. This is a joke. There's no way it's real. And then bought it. Didn't regret their purchase, but they thought it was a joke. And we actually made it. God, now I'm too high. Oh, God. That cap is doing work. I mean, the peak is doing work too, Bobby. Fungi Lightning, I think I've seen you around at Emerald Cup. Send me a send me a link. True Slime, puffco.com/warranty. Heady Collective, yeah, people are making posts about it. One of the bigger conspiracy theorists in the space is like making a post of like, can you believe what they're doing? They're requiring that a private event they're throwing for their consumers that are comfortable being vaccinated. I'm not tripping, man. We expected it. I'm breaking the seal now. So when we drop this, there's no controversy. Not that I care either way. I feel like the people that are upset about this make themselves look bad. They don't